to be back. I missed the old place. Nice camera action. Feels like if the ball hits there, it's going to be a bit spicy.
Nice to be remembered. See, I've aged at all. A few more grey hairs, I think. A few more wrinkles.
How you doing today?
Good, thanks for having me.
Pleasure. Anytime.
Yeah.
You're with Adam and Nick and the goalkeepers.
Yeah, so we're doing like a goalkeeping masterclass, I think they're calling it.
Oh, right, okay.
We're looking for the master to come over the hills in a minute.
Who's the tech ball champion? The Brazilians? Of course. 6-0. Whitewash.
Morning.
You alright?
Yeah, good. You?
Something.
What have you been doing here?
Masterclass today, you're going to see masterclass.
Okay.
Not from me, from you.
Okay, I look forward to it.
You couldn't imagine, even at your wildest dreams at the start of the season, that third in the Premier League, like, it's an unbelievable season. Like, so how do you ride with that? Do you just go with it? Do you just, next game's the most important game?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think at the start we didn't really want to make too many targets because I think we didn't really know where we would be, kind of thing. I think that was kind of part of the unknown. We didn't really want to limit ourselves maybe to say, could we do this or could we do that? So we're very open-minded at the start of the season as a group of, you know, what we could achieve. But obviously to be where we are now, we're delighted and we want to carry it on now, you know, like, because we've given ourselves this platform. We really want to, you know, take it on until the end of the season.
So you got your passport ready for next season? Is that all stamped up?
I'm sure.
Expiry date's okay?
Yeah, I think so.
In case we go on a European adventure?
Yeah, I think it's in date. Let's hopefully we put it to some use.
Yeah, that's good. Let's enjoy the session then.
Oh, no, yeah, looking forward to it.
See what I've done there? It's a little bit of swivel, look at that.
Love
It's like Saturday Night Fever on here.
Nice shape.
Yeah.
You make that!
Okay, big and slightly different just because we want you a little bit more advanced in terms of receiving the pass. Okay, so you're going in line with the mannequin. Yeah. You're going to take a volley. Okay, pop it back to me. Receive, opposite side. Martin, you're going to start behind the mannequin. So seeing Martin playing that pass. Okay, at that point, I'm then dropping back into here, playing out to Danny. Yeah. Hard volley, catch, working the angle for a strike off Mart. Good, drop, visual and verbal, fire it in, open up, play, this one, wrap out to Danny, hard volley, good, across to Martin, strike, nice. Here we go, Beachy, just to play out, good, good like that, touch, and again, okay. Love that, have a change. Jal's going to fire the ball into me central, so as if it's a Gabriel Jesus. I'm going to basically set Tomo for an Odegaard type finish coming on here. I might slip it straight into Loz, I might play it to Tomo, he might feed in Loz. Loz then going to be on an angle for a first time finish. Pick up, good. Finish, Danny. Okay. Drive. Like and again! Yes, Bobby! There we go. Save, save. Good. Oh. Play next ball. Yes, see. Dead, 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 dead.
I'm nearly 50, you know. Changed a lot since I trained or whatever, but
Yeah.
since I was playing, I mean, but you know, now the ball moves a lot more and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You don't lose it.
Don't lose what you never had. Oh no! That's not good. Cut that. Edit.
Hold. Oh, there we go though. Great line to
Get it
ball.
that second when we see that.
You have got to score in the opposition half, so past this cut of grass where me and Danny are going to be standing. Oh! 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 Yeah! Try again! Get in!
Yeah! Oh, chaos. How are you?
I can't breathe.
Go on, Shay. Right in the firing line there. Lads, the word legend gets banded around a little bit too easily these days, but 12 years at NUFC. He is third in the all-time total appearances for the football club.
I just want to say thanks for opening our training ground today for me. Keep up the brilliant work. I just said I got my passport ready for next season, so hopefully you can get the job done.
Thanks, Shay.
All right, no problem. All right, good luck, yeah. Yeah, no problem. Keep it going, lads. Keep it going. So how'd you feel? Session went good? All good, yeah?
Yeah, like
So
I say,
today is obviously Wednesday.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday. So you do a 4-day build-up before the game.
yeah, that's what we've kind of.
Most previous managers, everyone's different. Some day the 3-day build-up, 2-day build-up.
Yeah, so when you sign for a club, you never really know, I
Yeah,
suppose.
yeah.
So it's kind of different, manager dependent, club dependent, but we're very much like a 4-day build-up,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I really like it. We get like a lot of work in the first couple of days of the week.
Yeah.
A lot, everything's kind of based around the next fixture, so training's kept fresh in regard to you've got new opposition every week. It's a long season, 9-10 months, so if you keep banging on doing the same session, it kind of numbs your mind a little bit, and it kind of probably hinders progress to the fact that because it is fresh here, you really feel like you have to be switched on in sessions and really think about the next thing and think about kind of the drill that's going on as it's going on. So that's really that's something I really enjoy.
I think we're going to have a shower, freshen up, and this afternoon we're going to sort of have a look at the journey, how you got to the Premier League, how you got to become an England international, and how you got to star man for Newcastle this season. But thanks for having me here today.
All right, lad. Thanks for this morning. We're just going to talk me through the journey of Nick Pope. Let's go.
This guy.
Well, where do we start? We want to go back to the very start. So we've got a nice, pleasant picture for you at your college days.
Yeah, my prime. Look at that.
I think that was just after getting released from Ipswich. Is that correct? As a kid?
Yeah, this will be like the summer after getting released, if you like. So just freshly turned 16 and leaving Ipswich Town. So like obviously a professional team. Yeah, going into a college start.
What age did you join Ipswich? What age did that start?
Probably 10 years old probably. So yeah, big part of my life at that time. For me and my family, it's a 100-mile round trip. So it was a big commitment for a long time.
How was that conversation and what was that? Just like you said, you weren't good enough?
Yeah, I think obviously the reality is they've got someone that they think's better than you or will be better than you. So that was kind of how it happened.
And mentally, how did you take that? Was it mentally, I'll show you, or was it mentally, maybe this is not for me, or what way did you do that situation?
I think the first kind of immediate feelings have been just massive disappointment and thoughts of what could have done different or wish it could be different. And then college was probably something that kind of put me on a good level to kind of pick myself up and kind of make steps going in a good direction again. At the end of my third year, I kind of was ready to go to university, and at Nottingham was kind of my plan. And then in April, Charlton said they'd want to have a look at me. So that was very much the last kind of opportunity. And I went down there for a couple of days and trained, and I kind of fitted into it all. And yeah, luckily enough, they offered me a deal. I did a lot of loan spells from there, which was big for my development. So I signed from obviously Bury Town to go there. I was never going to go straight into the first team in League One.
Yeah.
So I did Harrow Borough, Welling, Cambridge United, Aldershot, which is that picture there, York City, Bury.
The hair's looking better there.
It looks better, doesn't it? I've got a bit of colour as well. So I'm looking better all round.
But that probably stands out in your career as well. I think, the physical side of things, like you're one of the best in the league at coming for crosses, the physicality of, I suppose, dealing with that. But maybe that's stood you in good stead as a young lad, goalkeeper, up against men. As
Massively. Massively. It would have been, a lot of free kicks, a lot of corners, all coming
just
inside
launching the keeper,
box. Yeah, and
sharpen your elbows.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and obviously I'd have been pretty skinny in that picture as well.
Yeah.
So like people were hitting me a lot harder than I could hit them. But all part of the learning. I really enjoyed kind of that learning process of coming out of academy football where there weren't really any long balls, and then going into men's football, whereas every corner, every free kick is coming in the box,
and physicality to it all.
Yeah, that really kind of suited me.
Fornals.
Whips it in and a chance here, perhaps a fantastic save from Nick Pope to claw it out.
And obviously, a lot of people watching this will know you from their Burnley days before you hit the ground at Newcastle, of course. What age were you when you got to Burnley? And
so I think I'd have been 24 or 25, that sort of mid-20s. That was a real kind of crossroads where if I wouldn't have got that move then, what would my career look like? Maybe I just felt like, although I was going to Burnley not to play straight away necessarily, that was a really good step for me to take. Just the way the club was moving. I had Tom Heaton in front of me, who was a well-known, really good character, really good goalkeeper, someone that I felt could really learn off.
we look at Tom Heaton thing coming off in the footage, you got injured and you had your opportunity.
So this is a big moment for Nick Pope. It's a Premier League debut. He's 25 years old, as mentioned. He came up from Charlton.
How are you feeling now at this stage?
I remember taking a deep breath and just thinking that you've always wanted to play in the Premier League. You've always wanted to have this opportunity. So don't be scared of it. Let's give it a really good go.
That was a big save there in your debut.
Yeah, I really think that that save, that moment, but just the whole game as well was.
Yeah, I think when you make a save like that, you've got that feeling of, I know you're not arrived, but you have arrived mentally. You're going, right, I'm ready, I'm at this level. And then we'll take you forward to your debut then for Newcastle. How did you sort of feel before that first game? I mean, you went for, I think it was 10 million, was it, the transfer fee? I felt that, in the current climate, that was relatively cheap. What was the emotions of that day?
Just smiling at that.
Because look at the
exactly,
amazing stadium and the support.
Part of the reason why you want to sign for Newcastle is this, just the fans, like St James's Park. So to be part of that, to get a win, that was a perfect start. It's
been a bit of a whirlwind, isn't it? The season just couldn't have went really any better, apart from, I suppose, the cup final. I don't know if you want to talk about that red card or anything. But actually, when I mentioned the red card, my heart sung for you. I don't know how you felt, because you're one of the players of the season for Newcastle, and then you get a red card the week before the cup final. Like, it's just. How did you react? How did you feel then?
Things like that will happen in your career, like however much you try to change it or want to change it or try and avoid it. And like, it's just timing of obviously how it happened on that night, and then I missed the next week. I remember the manager rang me that evening after the game and said there are loads of worse things that could happen, and obviously this one thing's just happened for me, and obviously you're massively disappointed and gutted that you're missing that experience, but it really has kind of lit my fire for the future as well, and made me more determined that I think that as players and myself, we think and talk about being part of that first team that breaks the duck of winning something.
Definitely, yeah.
There's very few people you want to talk to, really. So to actually have someone like him call you, are actually, I suppose, keen to answer it and speak to him and just kind of put it to bed almost, I suppose, at that point.
We're just going to talk through a few of the saves, I think, Nick, at Newcastle, and obviously Haaland's at talk on everyone's lips this season.
Yeah.
The amount of goals he's scoring. And can you just talk us through this save?
Obviously gets out of his feet well, he's going to strike it at that point. So I wanted to get into a position for a shot. So for me, here is you kind of depth in the goal, so 2 yards out, maybe off my line.
You started quite advanced there, and then you shuffle back into your position. So what gives you more reaction time? I guess.
So I'm higher in the goal, being 6 yards maybe, or looking for a through ball when he first gets it. Here, maybe from where the play is anyway, and they drop in.
Yeah.
Get close to my line, just gives you more reaction time to move my feet, to get my arms across to the ball.
Yeah.
For me, reaction time is massive, so I can use my length and my frame to really get across.
What do you do with penalties? And that's probably the $1 million question.
The way that penalties are coming now is every taker knows that a goalkeeper looks at it, so it's never going to be easy to read. So we're almost getting back to the point now where why look at too much, because they know you're looking. Obviously, we're looking at Tony here. With someone like him, he's so good at what he does, and on the day, how I move changes his penalty. So research wouldn't play a massive role for him, I don't feel, because he's reacting to how I'm moving in the moment.
But you're not really moving. So then when he gets to that stage and strikes the ball, he's thinking, oh my God, he's not moving.
He's not moving,
That's a skill in itself, by standing still, isn't it?
Yeah, stand up as long as you can, and then pick away and try and cover as much as possible. And because you're standing up, it's harder to get across because you're moving later, because you're standing still longer. So maybe he pops his head down, and then you got to, spring across as far as you can.
This definitely warranted save of the month. What's your mindset through this? You're set. You're in a great position. You get a strong hand on it, and even Mateta's clapping. That's how that's how good a save it was.
I think for my mindset, what's always helped me is this learning towards the back end of the game, and when it kind of gets to that back end of the game, maybe you think that concentration is waning, or you're thinking too much, or whatever it may be. I always say in my mind that I'm going to have one more thing to do. So be ready, and that was very much.
That could even make save of the season. Never mind save of the month.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, anyway, thanks for sitting down, having the chat. It's been great to get your insight into the journey you've been on, because it's been a remarkable journey, and hopefully long may continue. And we're sitting here in 12 months talking about Champions League and different things, but keep up the good work, man. Keep it going.
That'd be nice. All right. Thank you.